Yo, welcome back to Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we finally found Fremine and Lynette. But before we get back into the Archon quest, we gotta do the test run because Sijuin is now out. I know, I missed my chance to pull for Clorinde during her last days. But, it is what it is, so maybe next time we're gonna have more luck. The bubble bombs created by Sijuin's elemental skill can heal party members other than herself, and deal hydro damage to opponents, healing her when they disappear. After using her elemental skill, Sijuin will gain a certain number of convalescence stacks. When an off-field character other than Sijuin deals damage with their elemental skill, they consume 1 stack of convalescence to increase the instance of damage dealt. Sijuin's elemental burst deals AoE hydro damage to enemies in front of her. Additional elemental orbs will drop. Oh my god, you know what her design reminds me of? In Wreck-It Ralph, when they were having the little, I don't know what it was called, the sugar rush race or whatever. She looks like those characters in that scene. Or like just any character from that movie, to be honest. Like, I forgot what the main character was called. Not Ralph, obviously, but the other one. The little girl with the black hair. I don't know her name.
Now I'm mad. Wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly. Her playstyle does not really feel like a 5-star character to me.
Now I'm mad.
Also, I haven't got a chance to test her ult yet, so yeah, but I was already thinking that I'm probably not gonna pull for her, because Hydro Archer. Do we have any other? Yeah, Child. Can't. Yelan? Can't really think of any other right now. Like, 5 stars. Stop haunting me. Give me my ult already. I wanna know what it looks like at least. Oh my god.
Don't slip and fall.
This is taking so long. Okay, now the ult is ready.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Okay, that was cool, but it lasted like 5 seconds, so not even 5 seconds. I'm enjoying his playstyle far more. Wow, that's how you know who to pull for and who not to pull for, and now I'm even madder at myself for not getting Clorinde. And I mean, Furina is having a rerun right now as well. And I think I liked her playstyle actually. Because I think I was trying to pull for her.
Not good.
But also, I'm waiting for Risley rerun.
I swear it's for medical.
And I don't know when that's gonna happen. So, and maybe not wasting my pity right now. I don't know. I really should have pulled more for Clorinde, but didn't have time to play. Didn't have mental headspace to play when I had time, so life's gonna be what life's gonna be. And now please let me out of this goddamn trial stage. It's boring. I don't want to do this. Yeah.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I keep forgetting that Fischl exists. Even though she was in, what was it called, the cat event, but I skipped all of her dialogue, so didn't even pay attention. Well, let's have a refresh of the mind to remember what Furina's playstyle is like.
Let my name echo in song.
Pretty cool, I guess. Definitely better than Sijuin, but man, I should have pulled for Clorinde. Like her little teleportation thing, and she was so fast. That's just the playstyle I like the most, to be fair. But Furina isn't too bad either. Just not sure if I like her ult and her movements that much.
Let the world collide.
But at least the trial isn't taking me so long, so that's good. And we're done. Back to the quest now. God damn it. Maybe I should pull on a weapon banner. I don't know. Or I should just save for once. But I'm impatient, so who is saving? I don't know her. Give me my primogems before I forget to collect them though. So yeah. Okay, go to the Duke's office. We are in the wrong room. We need to go back in a Zoom. I don't even know why we need to go to the Duke's office. Like, what were they talking about lastly? I already forgot, so we're gonna find out again any minute now. That's the wrong button. Yeah. Obviously wanted to do this. Oh, you said I need to take the elevator down there? No, how about I just jump? Is that the right platform? Almost drowned here. See, I'm faster that way. Who needs an elevator anyways? I can elevate myself. Now, is Cloran still here? Are they still drinking tea? Are they having a tea party? Spill the tea!
Excuse me?
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sijuin?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Please enlighten us as much as you'd like.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why did you stop them then?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went, so I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Just straight to the point, I guess.
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremonet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really exists? What's inside of it?
That's not something you should be asking after.
Sorry?
Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yep.
Follow me.
Oh. Are we about to find something out finally after walking around here day after day, not getting anything done basically? Follow Risley. Oh. Oh! Okay, are we entering the Forbidden Zone for real? For real?
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
Still, what about the hatch in the infirmary room? I want to know that as well.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede
Probably
is.
leads to the same place though. Yeah. What other choice we got? We don't got any choice. And now?
Stand on the central plate.
Oh, it's an elevator. Wow. Surprise.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Been saying! What else would it be? Once everyone has taken their position on the circular plate, it begins to slowly move downwards. Cutscene? Cutscene? No.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
Let us.
What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Why are we admitting it?
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Well, the plot is thickening. Let's see.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
What's that in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
It looks like you could, like, maybe go into the ocean from there. What the hell? Looks like a battlefield. This room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it.
Oh, so they don't even know themselves. Great! Now I feel so much safer down here.
The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
Maybe it's related to the primordial seawater or like temperatures down here. It kind of looks like you're waiting for your loaf to get finished in the oven or something.
Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
Water pressure?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis.
Yeah.
Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
Insane.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the sea?
Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us! Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Maybe Child found something.
Seems like you've figured it out.
Or Fremine.
I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate.
Oh.
For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
If the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Good question.
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring.
Oh, okay, so they do have an answer to that question.
It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So, as the Duke of Meripede, just what do you plan to do about it? I don't think there's much he can do by himself.
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
Okie dokie. Another Forbidden Zone, maybe? How many secrets does this place hold? Like, and where is Child?
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Julia?
Yeah, knew there was something more going on with them.
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Ed who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
Paimon.
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
Sure.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Enemies to lovers, I guess. Something like that.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right out.
Now we can see the seawater.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
If this thing could turn into a rocket and fly into the sky any second, I would not be surprised. But Paimon would be. Paimon is easily impressed.
Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Is this just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Oh, what? What? What the hell?
What a huge ship? This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
Fontaine is full of wonders.
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Nothing at all, bro.
Not much at all.
Time for some trivia.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient
Oh,
Lemuria.
I've heard the name before.
To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
Can I just say, I love the soundtrack. This is giving me some, I don't know, some Disney vibes or something right now. It sounds so mysterious and like so fascinating.
He called his nation Lemuria, and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending
It's a
disaster.
place for the ages. Can't you share your plan with everyone?
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Much to take in. I have no idea what's gonna await us in the 4th part of this Archon quest that we are already getting ourselves into. but I think that child is gonna show up very soon, and that he's in fact not gonna be our friend. But I still don't know, why did he hand over his vision
I'll leave you here for
to
now.
us?
Oh, thank you so
Like,
much.
there's gotta be more to it.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those three as well.
He means that my actions now will decide the next steps Lily's group takes. This action will have consequences. In other words, if I want to tell Linny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
We will.
Great. I look forward to what happens
I mean,
next.
the game probably doesn't give us any choice anyway, so we either have to tell them or we don't. So it's not like this is Life is Strange and we can make our own decisions about the story impact here. It may be called Genshin Impact, but we don't really have that much impact. It's not a story decision-driven making game. Words in mouth does not form sentence well. God damn it.
We're back.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
Sure.
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijwin.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Lenny sounds a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now, huh?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijwin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
Paimon, shut up.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
His grasp of this big picture is amazing.
You're super
Now
smart.
we don't have to tell him because he's figured it out all by himself already.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
After some deliberation, you share the information you just learned with Linny and company. While sharing what you just saw, you emphasize that now is not a time for this.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis?
Perhaps.
If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side.
I feel like Child was gonna be the bad guy in this story, and he infiltrated the Fortress of Merope so he could mess with the primordial seawater levels.
The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Don't mention it. And what was that?
Paimon's
Paimon's
hungry.
always hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Go to the cafeteria.
I feel like I should try to become someone more capable of helping.
You're incredibly helpful. Linny thinks so too.
Yeah, you two are always telling me not to push myself, but aren't you just like that as well?
Something is gonna happen at the cafeteria. Someone or something is gonna await us. Like, there's no other choice. Oh, also, before we go there, I got poles on the standard banner, so let's just throw them into the void and see if we're gonna get anything. Maybe a new 5-star weapon, that would be cool. Xiangling, okay. I forgot her name for a second, it's been ages. I mean, who can blame me? And one on this banner. Whee! And no more pulls that I got, but I can buy stuff. Yeah. I'm addicted to just pulling, okay. So I might as well also buy one here. And another one. Whee! Wow, wait. And another one. Why didn't I see that I could buy both? I did not pay attention. And another one! Whee! Wow, this is useless. Alright, back to gaming. Now, how am I supposed to go to the cafeteria? Please tell me this is the right way. Oh! Straight up. Ha!
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Why does this sound like I'm being in, I don't know, FNAF's sister location or something?
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwing?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat?
Since when are we allowed to choose?
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Oh yeah, some pepperoni pizza. That's the tastiest stuff you have to offer.
Me too. Don't forget Paimon.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
After a while, the meal Sijwin ordered for you arrive, and as days prior you had to rely. Sijwin also brings some drinks over to you. Taste a little strange, but she insists that they are very healthy. Okay, the shakes shouldn't taste pretty terrible. At the very least, however, it's something.
So delicious.
How am I supposed to read all that? Free dinners are the absolute best.
Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second. We did do plenty of work after all.
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Delicious.
Exquisite, thank you. Besides the milk, I mean, everything was super delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Sijuin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
Both, I guess.
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well?
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Glorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Glorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
That doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Nibbit outside of his office. Yeah.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Something is gonna happen, I fear. Oh, Clorinde. Didn't even talk to her.
Glorand!
Ah, it's you two.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sijuin really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Risley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Fremine too! You sure work super fast!
Oh, it was child's play.
Child, where? Sorry.
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sijuin and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Miss Sijuin was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes.
Yeah, wasn't she like her bodyguard or something?
You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
It's all thanks to Nibblet.
Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
Turn to dormitories to rest. Wow, what a day. We've learned so much today. How to get to the goddamn dormitories. I can't wait to be out of this place and finally see the world again. A whole new world. A new fantastic. Keep pressing the wrong buttons when I can just walk around. Enjoy the sound of knowing where the heck I should go. Yeah. Encore, encore, encore. Just kidding. Time to go. Sleep.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed.
Are we gonna dream about Child again?
Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
I'm so EP. So weird seeing Paimon lay down. Oh, she really immediately fell asleep, huh?
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
It's so cute to just see them. Good night. So that's how they always fall asleep after a long day of work. Oh.
Get out of my way!
I knew something was gonna happen.
What happened? Why is everyone running? no idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking.
Oh, wait. It's not a dream. They just woke... Oh my god, oh my god. Is that water leaking in? Oh god.
Yelling! Paimon still wants to sleep!
That's the water, I fear. Paimon, wake up, we need to go out and see what's going on. Oh no, oh no, 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 the rumbling has started. Paimon, get the fuck up. Oh shit, that's gonna be a cutscene. Right? Come on, no? Okay, disappointed again.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you
Can't you
doing?
hear the alarm ringing? We gotta get out of here as well.
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are.
Oh, thank goodness!
You're talking to me?
Quisto and Laveroon, do you know what
Oh,
happened
it's
here?
Mario and Luigi. At least I got two people here that care about me. Not even Linny is looking after me.
We came here especially to inform you.
Thanks, man.
Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey,
No
shut
time
up.
for that.
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
He said his Grace said to evacuate outwards.
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and out.
Water is rising, no. Then that means whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no, isn't that gate at the very bottom?
Oh no, it can't be that
Of course,
thing.
what else would it be?
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
Sorry, gotta hurry.
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Oh my god, this
Hey, be careful!
this just made my stress levels rise. Oh my god.
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Oh my god, this reminds me of a situation I've been in a couple of months ago.
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as
When
possible.
I was at a new mall and they had to evacuate the place and they didn't tell us what's going on, so normally your mind jumps to the worst case scenario, so it do be like that. Gladly nothing happened though. And now we gotta go downwards, not upwards and outwards, downwards and inwards to the place where we should not be going. How do we even know he's here? Oh god.
They're here.
Ah.
Just like I said.
Oh my god.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Oh, let's go. That's dangerous! Don't, dude! Don't! Holy shit! Get out here! Yo! That's some Elsa stuff he's been doing here. What the hell? Yeah, I need to pull for him. Oh god. Do something! Shit!
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. That's insane! What? This is the coolest
This
cutscene
won't
ever.
hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
You sure you got this?
The gate. How long do you think it'll
Also, I'm
hold?
shipping them. They're so cool.
That depends on us.
Oh my god. Oh, what the hell? Dude, what? I'm at a loss of words. I was waiting for a badass cutscene, but this was even better. That was so badass. Oh my god. Okay, it's moments like these where you realize Genshin Impact does have an impact on you. I will never stop making shitty puns about the game name, I'm sorry. Even after, like, how long we've been playing this? 4 years? Literally 4 years. Oh my god.
Neuvillette?
How did we manage to get out of here? What? How did we just... Okay.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Suddenly everything's going on. You can explain everything else to me later.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
We in it, guys. We in it. But before we get too into it, let me back. Before we get too into it, I'm gonna say we're gonna end the episode here. Because I fear if we continue like that, it's, Can we go back to the Fortress of Meripede that way? It probably won't let me leave the game for like 2 hours when I go into the Opera House, because we remember how Linny's trial went. And I still got stuff to do today. Very excited for next episode though. Because we're gonna be through this Archon quest sooner than we think, maybe. Oh, so I can go back to the Fortress of Meripede and everything's still normal? Wait. Why is there a Hydroculus down here? And how do I reach it? Oh, it's underneath me. Wait. The Fortress of Meripede is... here. Do I break the game if I teleport back there? I don't have time to deal with this right now. I need to head to the Opera House right away and protect Farina. Okay! But interesting that they thought of this, that people would probably try to go back there. Alright guys, I'm gonna say see you in the next episode of Genshin Impact. Until then, Shazam. Bye bye.